Good to go? Okay, the wildfires in the interior have forced tens of thousands of people from their homes, and thousands of people are working to keep the fires at bay and also to work with evacuees right through the interior. We're thankful to the people who have opened their hearts and their homes to evacuees, and again, the volunteer ethic and the tireless work of people throughout the interior is heartwarming, not just to British Columbians, but I believe to all Canadians. Volunteers and emergency response personnel and firefighters are working tirelessly to keep British Columbia safe, and we all thank them for that. We've had many challenges happen, and we have more ahead of us. Our government is ready and committed to help communities and people that are affected during these difficult times. Today, at our first cabinet meeting, the first order of business was to be briefed by emergency personnel and as well by the deputy minister responsible for the wildfire service. A coordinated, strong response is important to this situation, not just to address the fires, but also to give comfort to people in communities. It's clear to me that we need to do more, and we need to give additional support to the people in communities affected and to first responders. So starting today, we're taking the following steps. We'll be extending the state of emergency for an additional 2 weeks. The current state of emergency expires at midnight on the 21st of July, and we're going to, regrettably, because of the situation, have to extend that an additional 2 weeks. In so doing, we will be increasing the funds available to people in communities affected by the wildfires. Earlier this month, government created a $100 million fund. Within that fund, households were allotted $600 to meet basic needs provided through the Red Cross. We're going to increase that one-time payment to a second-time payment for every 14 days that people are evacuated from their homes. This is unprecedented. Traditionally, when an emergency is declared, people are usually back in their homes within the 2-week period. That may not be the case for many individuals, and in fact, there are still those affected by floods in the Okanagan that are out of their homes for beyond the 14-day period. They too will be captured by this increase in funds. There are some basic issues that we need to address, and we want to make sure that we have a seamless transition from the previous government to the current government. I've asked Doug Donaldson, the minister responsible for Flinroe, Forest, Lands and Natural Resource Operations, as well as Mike Farnworth, Public Safety and Solicitor General, to co-chair a task force of cabinet, along with Jen Rice, our Parliamentary Secretary for Emergency Preparedness. Katrina Conroy will be on the task force with respect to children and family development in the region, Scott Fraser with respect to Indigenous Relations and Reconciliation, and Claire Trevena with respect to highways and infrastructure. Key infrastructure so important to making sure that people can be evacuated and that homes and property can be saved.